Hey yo, what up guys? Abe here, and ever since I came out with the Mermail deck profile, I've had a couple people asking me for some combos, and went ahead and gonna show you some combos. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just draw five. Like I said, usually you want to go second. You go second, you get the extra draw, and that's always great in Mermails. But obviously, if you're gonna be playing against somebody, they're gonna be making you want to go first because they don't want you to go second. So we'll do probably like two or three going first, just to show how like Mermails can really do stuff with just one or two cards, and then maybe we'll do two with like six or whatever. That way, to see what that extra draw can do for the deck. And also because since you're going second, you can actually attack. Going first, you cannot, which is the opposite for Mermails. But yeah, let's go ahead and draw the first hand. Okay, so we got Neptibus, broken, perm, double in perm, not good. 1-for-1, double Neptibus. Wow. Okay. That's not a bad hand, but it's definitely not the most optimal. Neptibus does save everything, but let's go ahead. Let's see what we can do. So we're gonna go ahead summon Neptibus. All right, we're gonna use effect. We're gonna send the dragoons to add a dragoons. Kind of sucks if you do get ashed or something here because then you can't really do much. But yeah, so dragoons, add dragoons, Neptibus, and then dragoons. We're gonna assume everybody knows what these cards do. We're going to add. We'll add the Megalo, just cause at this point we can't really go too much because we drew too many. The same card, 1-for-1, is also another Neptibus basically, so it hurts, but it is what it is. Alright, so then we can summon the Megalo by pitching both of these. These are going to go first, so we'll summon, oh, can't see my grave. This is going to be my grave right here. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. You can see it on the top here. So we have Dragoons, and Neptibus, Dragoons, we're discarding off the Megalo, so Megalo will be 3. Neptibus could be 2, and then Dragoons will be 1. So we'll add the Abyss Scale. Mizuchi, so that's gonna be like your like Omni Spell Negate. Neptibus can summon the Dragoons, and Dragoons will add a Sea Serpent. Now, there's a lot of things you can add. Since we have no more water monsters, so like Minstrel, it won't be good, but you can have it for the next turn. I would probably just add the Diva at this point because you want to, get to it. Usually you would summon Diva and go from there, but in this case, we're just gonna go this way. We're just gonna go this route. We have 2 infinite permanents, so I mean that's 2 negates right there, basically. Alright, so we're shuffling, and then you can do one of 2 things. So here, this is actually where placement kind of matters, which I kind of messed up on. The Megalo, you can either summon it here on your, rightmost zone. You can have these 2 out. You can link both of these, and then you can have the Abyss Lacia. That way it points to it and it gives it 500. And then the Abyss Scale, you're obviously going to equip it onto the Megalo. And yeah, so there you go. You have this, and then you just set the 2 impermanents. Unfortunate, but then you have a shard for next turn, and if you draw like another monster with your draw, then you can use 1-for-1 from there. So it just depends. So yeah, so I mean that's something you can do. You have 1, 2, 3, and then you have Lacia. And then you can still use her too. So like if you really don't want the 1-for-1 or you really don't want the Diva, you can pitch it to get effects off and stuff. And yeah, but at least that way, like you started with 5, you end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. So that's something you can do. Alright guys, we can go on to the next hand. So we'll draw 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, this is a cool hand. Let's go ahead and we will say we're going first. We got Diva. So normal Diva. Kind of sucks we drew the Neptibus, but I always say, it is what it is. We'll summon the Neptibus, and then Neptibus we'll use his effect. We will send a Dragoons for a Dragoons, because that is the play you always want to make. So Dragoons for Dragoons, and then Dragoons will add one. It's kind of like, usually with these combos, you're not going to do anything too fantastic. Like I said, especially when you're going first, you're I don't want to say your creativity, but like what you can do kind of sucks, because you got to set up something to stop your opponent on their first or the second turn of the duel. So that's what kind of sucks about going first. I'm thinking about what to add. From here, you can always add. Here, we'll add a minstrel. Only because if, let's say you're worried about Nibiru, since we only summon twice, you can still go minstrel and dragoons. Let me see my graveyard. It's gonna be up here. There it is. Okay, so those two get a rip a card from their hand to the end phase, and then you can still search your a Sea Serpent, and we're gonna get Megalo, and then so shuffle. All right, we're gonna go straight into it. So we're gonna summon the Megalo. You can see that it's gonna be our leftmost zone. We're gonna discard the 2. Okay, and then we're gonna go 3, and then 2, 1. So that way they can't stop the search. So we're add an Abyss Scale. And my back hurts. Where is it? Okay, second card we would have drawn. Neptibus will summon the other Dragoons. There you go. And then Dragoons will search. So we have 4 in the grave. So you can add a Moonling Glacia. And we have Bahamut here. Since we got the Aqua Spirit. You can't see my hand. There it is. We could do Bahamut. I do kind of want to summon Moonling Glacia just to rip 2 more cards out of their hand, which we can do. But at the same time, I do want to keep Diva just for synchro purposes if you can. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. So we'll just do the Moonling Glacia just because it's fun to do. Okay. So what you can do, we have 5 in the grave or 4 in the grave. So you gotta kind of manipulate that somehow. So we'll link the Diva away. 4, and where is he at? Mirage. Okay, we'll put it right up here. That way it has a little zone down there. So we have 5. So we'll go ahead and summon the Moonling Glacia. There you go. Rip 2 cards out of their hand. And then, like I said, what kind of sucks is that we don't have Megalo's effect to tribute this, so we can summon one from the grave. But, so we'll go ahead and, well, actually, you can actually summon this without the Mirage, but we'll have Mirage there. That way we can blanket protect something. We'll go ahead and banish. Doesn't really matter. We can banish the Diva. And we'll summon Aqua Spirit. And then we'll go ahead and Exceed. And you can do 2 things. If you know what you're playing against already, you can always summon a Dweller. If you need to stop graveyard stuff. But if you want to stop the Toad, this is where you can summon the Bahamut Shark. So we'll just go ahead and do Bahamut Shark. And then we'll detach. And we will summon a Toad. And then, since we detach the Dragoons, it counts as being sent to Garrett activated Water Marshal effect, so we get to add another Sea Serpent because it's not once per turn. And we'll go ahead and we'll add a Diva because that's what you can set up for next turn. And this kind of basically what you can do. And then look, we have the Nibiru in hand, we have a Diva for next turn. I wish we had a Pot of Avarice because that way you can put back all your Dragoons. But we don't have that. So we'll go ahead and equip the Abyss Scale to the Megalo. That way it's at 32. And yeah, that is really it. And then yeah, that is really it. Because Mirage is a fire, so that kind of messes up everything. But like I said, that's a way you can get 5. Or if you want to go 2, you go a Link 2. and then you can banish one. You summon the Aqua Spirit, then you can summon Moon Glacier. So it just depends how you have to, how they say, sequence your plays, so that way you can get stuff. But at least it's something you can do. Omrage, if you want to protect your Megalo, you can. Omrage also to protect your Toad or Bahamut, whatever you want to protect, it's there. And yeah, that's something you can do with Mermails. And let's go on to the next hand. Alright guys, now we're going to go on to this hand. And this one I'll showcase going second hand, so that way we get our extra draw. So we'll go ahead and draw. We'll draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we have a way to get to Diva, which is pretty cool. Now with Teus and Heavy Infantry, that's dope because that way you get a discard, and then it sucks you have to banish the Heavy Infantry, but like I said, at least it can be used to get to the cards that you need. So this is actually going to be a pretty optimal hand. So we're going first, we're going second, so this is your draw 5. If you don't have, let's say you're playing your opponent, you don't have hand trap, that sucks, but we'll go ahead and draw the 6th card. Okay, it's another Deep Sea Aria. Kind of blows, but at least we have something for follow-up, or if you just want to discard it, because it doesn't really matter at that point. But we'll go ahead and summon the Teus. We're going to discard the Heavy Infantry, and we'll add a level 4 lower. And in this deck profile, we only have Gunday. So now, with this new card, Deep Sea Aria, you can activate it, you banish the Heavy Infantry, and we get a level 4 or lower Sea Serpent. And in this case, you're going to want to go ahead and get Diva. So that's in the grave. See it up here. And then from here, you can go ahead and summon the Diva. And we're going to summon the Prince. And then Prince effect, we will send to add itself with Neptibus effect, and Dragoons will add another Sea Serpent. If you're really scared of Nibiru, I would suggest getting a Minstrel. That way you can, like I said, you can get something out of there. Like I said, if you're afraid of Nibiru or just something else that they could use, like maybe a Gamma or something. Or just to, like I said, bluff out the Gamma maybe at that point. You can get a Minstrel, because you can use the Minstrel and you can still get a Megalo, because at this point you want to get the Megalo, because that way you'll have all the... You already have all your discard fodder you need. So we'll go ahead and get the Minstrel, because you got a Sea Serpent type monster. So we hit Minstrel, and then we use Minstrel effect with the Dragoons. So we have 4 in the grave. So we'll whip a card out of the hand. Dragoons will go off. We will get the Megalo. Okay, and from here you can go on to like linking and stuff. You can either go Miss Starboy or here we'll go, because I don't want to get rid of the Diva, because you can go into some synchro plays. Yeah, so we'll go, I'm trying to think right now, Teus and, or actually, we do have the extra Teus in hand. So we'll go ahead and summon. No. We'll link both of these away. So we'll link both of these into, because we have Monster Reborn, so it kind of just makes up for everything. We'll go ahead and link. We can summon. I'll just summon Miss Starboy, because he just gives everything 500. I don't really want to rely on the Blaslacia. Kind of want to use that for later, for a later game. So we'll link those two. So now we have 6 in the grave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're not going to do Mooling Glacier right now, which is fine. Especially if you're already seeing your opponent's hand or whatever. So we're going to summon the Megalo by discarding both of these. And then we're going to go 3 or 2 and 1. So we'll add, where is that card? We get the Abyss Scale. And then Gund can summon back Teus, which is pretty awesome. So it really depends what you're going to be doing here. So we have the Monster Reborn. So Megalo, you can have them attack twice if you like, which is something you can do. So like you can go like Monster Reborn, summon Neptibus, Megalo, tribute it to attack twice. So then his effect goes off. You can summon the Dragoons, and then from here you can go on to doing some synchro plays. Kind of sucks we don't have the level 1, but you can at least go synchro. So if you want, and then you can go into Coral. And then at this point, you do have the dead Arya in hand, or I mean, if you want to use it for next turn, you can. But let's say Coral Dragon. If you want to pop something, then you could destroy it. Or if you like, you can always, like, let's say you want to spin something instead. You could always go Link, and we'll go into. You can go into Unicorn. We'll discard the Deep Sea Aria to spin something, and then Coral, let you draw. We draw a Minstrel. Okay, it is what it is. There you go. And then just that way you can, set up your, you want to get rid of their field just so you can be open for Megalo, attack twice. We have the Mizuchi, so we equip the Mizuchi to the Megalo, so he's at 3,200. And then hopefully at this point your opponent doesn't have too much, or they'll concede, and that way you can attack directly. So he's 32, that's 64 plus 22, that's already game. And Tejas just in case. But yeah, that's just like a little quick OTK if you're going second. And yeah. Hey yo, what up guys? As you can see, I have a hat on now for the last hand. Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna go into this last hand. This is gonna be probably like the most optimal, one of the most optimal hands you can have. All you really need is Deep Sea Minstrel and Dragoons. That's really what you really always want to open up with, because you can get rid of maybe a hand trap in your opponent's hand. And for this, we're gonna be going second. That way we can try to do some kind of OTK and stuff. So we draw our initial 5. We're gonna go ahead and draw the 6 card. Okay, we got an Neptibus. Okay, I think that's pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna shotgun the Minstrel and the Dragoons. We're gonna rip a card out of our opponent's hand, and we're going to go ahead and add a Diva with Dragoons. So what's more important here is we get the extra body on board with Heavy Infantry, because with Heavy Infantry, his effect is during your main phase, you can normal summon one Sea Serpent type monster in addition to your normal summoner set. So we're gonna go ahead and normal the Heavy Infantry. We're gonna summon the Diva, and then Diva effect. We're gonna go ahead and get the Prince out from the deck. And then from here, we're gonna go ahead and activate Prince effect. We're gonna send a Dragoons. We can find it. And add a Dragoons. Now, there should be a third one. I swear. Right here. Here it is. Okay, we have a third one. And then the Dragoons that we sent, we're gonna add a Megalo. So here we go. So hopefully your opponent doesn't have any more hand traps. Because then, like I say, if you're really scared of Nibiru or something, you can get rid of it. But like I said, the Minstrel and the Dragoons, they're there to hopefully snipe it out. Okay, so we got this. Now we can summon Megalo if you like. So you gotta summon Megalo first, because Heraldry Arclight has the Macrocosmos-like effect, where anything sent from hand or main deck to the graveyard is banished instead. So we don't want to do that. So you want to summon Megalo first. Make sure we get that going. So we'll summon Megalo. We'll discard the Dragoons and the Neptibus. We're going to do 3 on the Megalo, 2 on the Neptibus, 1 on the Dragoons. So we'll add an Abyss Scale. If I didn't pass it, okay, we got the Abyss Scale. Neptibus, we'll summon out one of the Dragoons, and then Dragoons will add Willing Glacier. From here, we are going to, you can link, if you like. So Willing Glacier, you can add it, especially if you think you can go into, freaking thing. If not, you can always add a diva if you want to set it up for next turn. I'm just gonna add Moon Glacier just cause. But you can always add diva if you like, or any other, Atlantean if you like. So we'll go ahead and do that. We are going to then. So we do have the Megalo effect where we can pop tribute this. You can attack twice, and we can summon something from the grave. We're not gonna do that right now yet, because then we're gonna have space. But we'll go ahead and you can link these two because it doesn't really matter. We'll link these two and this is where you can actually kind of get around the whatchamacallit, you can summon an Anemone, you can get around and you can summon Moon and Glacia. So we'll summon an Anemone. Well, actually, okay, it's fine. So we'll do Megalo, because hers is a once per turn. So we'll go Megalo. We'll tribute Prince. Oh, not that hand. We'll tribute Prince to attack twice, and then Prince will summon back Atlantean Dragoons. And then from here, we have 6. Well, actually, okay, I don't think I can do this. We'll go ahead and do this. We'll summon we'll go ahead and we'll synchro. And we'll go into Coral. Here, if you want to destroy something in your opponent's hand, you can if you like, but you don't have to. Because we can always go into a level 7. So with an Anemone, you can target a wild monster with 1500 attack, summon it from the grave. So you can summon back Netabis. Coral Dragon is a level 6 tuner, so you can go into a 7 if you like. And that's probably what we're going to do. So we'll go ahead. Well, we can only summon water. You got to remember that with an Anemone. You can only summon water for the rest of the turn. So we'll go ahead and synchro into a... So Glacial Beast. We'll summon the Glacial Beast. And then Coral Dragon. We can go ahead and draw a card. Ooh, we got a good card. We got Upstart Goblin. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 in the grave. There's actually a lot of stuff you can do now. We'll go ahead. We'll activate Pot of Avarice. We'll put back a Dragoons, 2 Dragoons, 3 Dragoons. We'll put back a Prince, and we can put back. We'll put back Heavy Infantry just for the utility. So we'll put back 5. Oop, just dropped him. So that's the one good thing about Pot of Avarice is that it can, kind of reset everything. Because after you send everything in the grave, put it back, you get a free 2. But yeah, the only thing is you gotta remember that Anemone can only summon water monsters. That's why we have the Narwhal in the extra deck, because it can negate something during the battle phase only. So that's why we have it. So then Pot of Avarice will draw 2, 1, and 2. Hey, nice extenders. So from here, you can actually summon Moon Glacier still. So we'll go ahead, we'll press Upstart, or we'll activate Upstart because we don't care about life points. We're gonna try to OTK him. Draw 1, we draw Teus. Awesome. And we even have Surface, which acts like another Monster Reborn. So from here, let's see, I'm gonna look in the extra deck real fast. What kind of sucks about Anemone is that she's a Cybers, so you probably gonna summon Miss Starboy. So we'll go ahead, we'll summon. So we have 4 in the grave. We'll discard a Minstrel. We'll summon a Teus. Teus will get us a level 4 lower. We'll add a Gunde. And if you want to spin something, you can. Actually, you can't because Unicorn is a dark. That is fine. We'll just go into waters. We just want to beef up all our monsters. Just cause. So we'll go ahead. We'll link these 2 away. Or actually, we won't link them away. My bad. We got 5 in the grave. We'll summon Moon Glacia. We'll link these 2 away. For the Miss Starboy. And yeah, that's, I mean, then you can, you activate the Mizuchi on the Megalo, can attack twice, so that basically So 29 plus 800, 37. 37 twice. Plus 27, or 32, 19, and 33. And this is really what your hand looks like. You can activate the surge if you like. If you want to get back either Minstrel, it's a level 3. So you can't use it as like a tuner if you like. Or just use it for next turn if you want to like bring back a Neptibus if, let's say, you don't get a Diva or something. But yeah, that's really what one of the most optimal plays. So you get like 2 negates. You get the Mizuchi, negate the spell. A Narwhal can negate something in the battle phase. And if you had a hand trap, it would be great because that would be a 3rd interruption. But in this case, we didn't draw one, which is cool. But other than that, you still have 3 cards in hand. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you started with 6. Now you have 8. And yeah, that's really what this combo showcases. Alright guys, so I just want to go ahead and finish up with this video. So you can see the combos we had. We had some pretty cool ones. Like I said, usually you want to go into Megalo. That's going to be your main OTKer out there because you can attack twice and stuff if you can. If you're going second. But yeah, like I said, Mermail is one of my favorite decks. Has it's very adaptable and like versatile. You can either go, like I said, more aggressive with it, or it can be more control based. But yeah, let me know down in the comments down below if maybe I misplayed on any of those combos. There are those times where maybe you're going a little too fast in your combos and you forget what they actually do sometimes. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below if I did make any mistakes. Like I said, I always want to be better at these videos. Comment down below how you like playing your Mermails. And make sure you check out our TCG Player affiliate link for any cards you be interested in buying. If you ever want to build Mermails or any other deck that we do on the channel, make sure you check us out on our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I am thinking about trying to be more active on Twitter. I know on Twitter we're not as active as we'd like to be. I'm a little more active on the Instagram. But hopefully I can get a hold of Twitter and we can start doing all that stuff. But yeah, make sure you follow us, like the video, subscribe. You have a good day.